Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Today we are going to decorate my planner for the week of April 7th. This is my catch-all planner that we're going to decorate today. I am going to use this book from Hobby Lobby. I think this is a new book for them. And so it's called Romantic Bows. I got it on their 40% off sale, so I only paid like $6 for it. I'm super excited. And we're going to combine it with some of the seasonal basics from Kell of a Plan. So I think we're probably going to use this set right here. Okay, let's dive in. Let's go to the week of April 7th and take that out. And really jump right in here. So I think bows are kind of trendy right now. I have to admit, sorry, I dropped a pen weirdly, but that's okay. I have to admit that I'm probably not the biggest fan of bows or anything like that. Let me see if I can adjust this focus. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm not the biggest fan of bows, and I didn't really want to jump on that trend, but getting this book from Hobby Lobby and only paying like $5.50 for it, this is about all I'm willing to commit to bows. I wanted to see how it looked in my planner, but that's about it. I'm probably not going to commit any more money to bows. I don't think I like them that much, but I do think they're cute, so we're going to go ahead and use this. Now we're going to use, I have decided to use the pink. This feels a little bit seasonal to me. Like they have these kind of maroon bows, then blue bows, then black bows. So, you know, and then they have a set of flowers kind of to go with them. I think I'm going to go with the pink. And there's like a beige, like some of the boxes in here are kind of pink and beige. So that's the look I'm going to go for. And I will use all of these bows, but I will definitely spread them out through the year more than likely. So I'm just going to keep this really simple and start with putting the flowers here in the corner. I'm going to come in and use this set in this corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim them. And I am definitely going to save these scraps so that I can use them later to help fill out the spread. Now this is my catch-all. I use the Work Plus Life hourly layout. So I do a lot of time blocking in this catch-all. So I do need to make sure that I have enough room. Okay, this sticker just does not want to come off my finger. So I do need to make sure that I leave enough room in this planner for time blocking. The other thing that's really important to me with this planner is to have room for checklists just about every day. Don't know where this is coming from, but I might try to put something there to cover up this discoloration. Oh, it's coming from my nails. That's where. Okay, I got to be kind of careful with that. Yeah, so those are the two key things that I need to do. So I have those flowers to kind of kick us off. And then, let's see, I think I'm going to go with this unique looking perfume. This reminds me of a bottle, like Genie in a bottle. That's what this reminds me of right here. So I'm going to put this in the corner. I think that's really pretty, that perfume bottle. And I really love, I really like this one. I'm going to find a place to use that. But for now, I'm just going to use this bow right here. And maybe I can find a quote or something to put there. Or well, let's do this lipstick. Okay, that looks good. Wow, my fingernails are leaving these little blue marks everywhere. Okay, so the next thing, I shouldn't have put that book away, but the next thing I want to do is come in and put some decor and boxes up here where I do my checklist. So I need labels, boxes, bullet points, all that stuff up here. The main thing that I need to keep track of next week is that I'm actually working in the office next week. So I probably don't need a huge to-do list that day. Actually, I do, because I have some important things to do. Probably don't have a huge to-do list Thursday, I think. So that's where I'm going to put anything that's a little bit more decorative. For example, I really like this. Love this box. How cute is that? Some really cute boxes in here. You could do a lot with this book. I love the fabulous plans. So you know what? I'm going to use this for Wednesday because I don't have to be in the office right at 8. So this would be a great one to do. It's a little crooked. A lot crooked. Can I pull it up? Let me see. Yeah. All right. So now these boxes, these stickers are not going to match the Happy Planner box sizes perfectly because they're not Happy Planner stickers, but that's okay for me. So I really like this, and that way I can write some plans here in the morning because my day really is going to start a lot later than normal. I'm going to go ahead and find some labels. I'm looking for like to-do, tasks, things like that for my labels. Priority. And I need, let's see, definitely a couple. So we're going to do priority here. And then I'm definitely going to put one here. Like I said, I pretty much use a label for each day. Sometimes I write in the label, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I feel. Trying to get them at least a little bit straight. Yeah, I should have sealed this fingernail polish because it is coming off all over this paper. Sorry about that, guys. Nothing I can do about it now. I'll probably put lines here, maybe bullet points here, lines, bullet points, lines. So let me get one more. Okay, I like the reminder. Put the reminder right here. Okay. So looks good so far. I probably want something to cover that up. So, but it can't be very wide. I think I saw a quote that would work really nicely. I like those. But I saw some little line quotes in here. How pretty are those? Some florals would be nice there. I could probably make that work. I'm going to try the line quotes first, if I can find them. Okay, I think I just ran across them. Right here. Let's see what they say. We have follow your heart, me time, you are golden, always fabulous. I like the follow your heart because it's a little bit longer and that's what I need. So we're going to try that. We're going to see how that looks. Have a feeling though I probably should have gone with the florals on this one. But we will see. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to take it all the way to the edge though. Okay, let's not be crooked. I tell you, I think I've said this before. I have the hardest time putting things down straight. Okay, I think that's straight. All right, I do like that. But then it makes me feel like I need something else here. So I think I'm still gonna need the floral, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, you know what? Perfect place to put my scraps. So let's come up right here. And I like that. I like the way that looks there. I will probably come in and put another. I said I was going to put bullet points. I think I'm going to put some type of box here. I like cherry best. I do want it to be a box. It could even be this layered box. Yeah. Let's see how that looks. Oh, okay. I kind of like it. Now, I can do some boxes and play with decor up here at the top because this is like 7 o'clock. I'm not doing that much at 7 o'clock that I really need to write anything down. Sometimes what I do around that time is some self-care things, but I can also use that space if I need it. So definitely we'll put some lines here. That's a given now. And I like that generally, I have to say. Looks pretty good. Let's see what I need to do over here. See if I can find some type of box to fit in there. I don't have a ton of box options that I want to use. So I like this one. I wonder, I don't want to use blue though. Okay, I wonder if this one will fit. No, it won't, but that's okay. I will go over just a little bit. And I'm going to bring it down a tiny bit. There we go. Bring it down just kind of allows me to be flexible at the top. So actually I'm going to pull it up and bring it down even further. I'm going to bring it down to the 9 o'clock line. There we go. Just trying to get it as straight as possible. We all know that's not easy for me. And I'll probably find a quote or something to go here. Let's see if we have any quotes. If not a quote, then definitely some florals. Now this book, I don't think it has a ton of quotes. It has these things, which would be great, but you know, not just, I don't see any just pure quotes. So that's okay. I do have a place I can get some quotes. Okay, looks good. I'm liking that. I do feel like maybe Saturday is a good place to do a layer or a cluster. So we're gonna come with some more decorative boxes for Saturday. Ooh, I love this You Are Capable. That's really cute. With like a little bit of a bigger box. I've already used that style because that's what that style is. I've used Cherry Best. I've used that. This is a little bit too big. Why don't we do something that's circular? Okay. And I'm just going to put this here. And I'm going to put this here. I think I actually like the layer, at least for this one. Love that. Love that. So we are looking pretty good. Sunday is usually a very busy day for me, so I don't know. I think I'll probably do lines there. I said lines here, maybe bullet points or a line over there. I don't actually see where I have bullet points, so we'll see. Okay, so this is looking good so far. What I need to do now is probably come in and put my time blocking before doing too much decor at the bottom. So I am going to use this spare piece of paper. Oh, I have another piece. I have it written all over this one. So this spare piece of paper to check my marker colors. Now I usually need, I think 3. Yes. And so I've made the mistake of using black. I will not be doing that again because that didn't work out. So let me try gray. I think gray would work. So I have pink. I actually kind of like this, but that doesn't really go very well. What else? I think maybe a couple different colors of pink, maybe. And I have that cherry, that doesn't go. See, this is blue. Oh, way too blue. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I think I like this gray. I think I have the gray right here. It's a little bit darker. Yeah. So this pink and gray. And then I need one more color. Oh, I have this tan. Okay, let's see what we get. Ah, that tan is nice. Okay, I think we got it. These colors aren't like perfect. Okay, here's one more we can try. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna use these 3 colors, pink, tan, and gray for my time blocking. So let me start with pink. And I'm gonna start with Wednesday because I know that I am going to be away a good part of Wednesday. And I'm not going to be doing much of anything else but going to the office on Wednesday. Tuesday, let's see. This is Monday. I said Tuesday, sorry. Okay. And then I think probably Tuesday. I need that time blocked. And then Thursday, I feel like I am going to block this time for Thursday. Okay. And then Fridays, okay, this is going to probably, this should be blocked, but I'm not because I did go down a little bit further than I normally do. So this is actually for my regular work week. Then the next time period that I'm going to block is what I usually do for well-being. So that's what I'm going to use for gray. Okay, so this is not a brush marker, so my stroke is a lot different here. Let's see, Friday. I would usually put something Wednesday, but I'm going to be out of away from home, so I'm not really going to be able to do much on Wednesday. on Monday, I need to do a block nowhere else on here, but I do need to do a block here on Tuesday. Okay, I like that. Nothing here for Wednesday. On Thursday, I need to do, I'm gonna try this. Okay, and then do this again here. And then on Saturdays, I am going to need actually a block here, because this is my well-being block. And then Sundays, let me do a block there. All right, so Saturday, well-being block. I've messed that up just a little bit. I should have probably labeled them. Okay, so actually let me go ahead and write something in here, because if I don't, I will end up messing up big time. So which day did I say was going to be my well-being block? I believe it is this one, this gray. There we go. So now I know what gray is. I can keep going. That's my well-being block. So I put this in the wrong spot for Saturday. But that's okay. I can switch this up and do some well-being here, and then come in and do what I have to do. So the issue I just had is that I used the wrong color for the wrong block, and it's really hard to change the block because I'm using a marker. But on Saturday, I tend to work on filming content. I generally film content mid-morning because that's the time where I live in my house, the way it's situated, that I have the best light to film. And so this gray should have been this, whatever color this is, this kind of creamy yellow color, light sand. That should have been this gray. And this gray should have been where the light sand is. But I can switch it up. We'll see how it works. If I have to change it, I'll just change it. And I did the same thing for Sunday. This turned out correct on Sunday. So Sundays are pretty busy with content for me because I post a lot on Sundays. And then Sunday evening and afternoon, I'm starting to do more well-being. So that's what this looks like. Now I'm going to go in and actually outline these boxes so that they can pop out just a little bit more. What I have started to do is use a different outline technique. I say technique like it's somehow super technical. Trust me, it's not. But I use a different outline style, I should say, for each different color. So for my pink, I'm just going to do a regular outline. Just a solid line around. It's not really around the inside. It's kind of intended just to be through the marker. Okay, and this is actually what I call my regular activities. Okay, and then I am going to do a dash in the pale yellow. So again, using this outline technique helps the box, helps the marker pop from the page, and then using a different technique for each color helps you to kind of distinguish your differences. And then I think I'm going to do my wavy line in my gray. I've really enjoyed doing this time blocking and having an opportunity to do my to use my markers. I just have really enjoyed that because we love stationery, we love planners, we have the pens and the markers, but you can't use it all at the same time, right? So I've just super enjoyed drawing in these boxes and having a chance to use my writing supplies. It's just been really fun. So then I just go in and I put my little abbreviation for what that box means. I like to use the, I usually don't write all caps, so I kind of don't know what I'm doing with that. But I will keep doing it because I've done it for most of the boxes. The first one was not all caps. But I like to use the arrows. Again, it just kind of adds a little bit more dynamic to your box. Okay. And then here, and then here, this is where I work on my content. One thing about drawing boxes, I have to give a shout out for Planning with Bumble's channel. She has a really nice channel on YouTube about planning, and she is really good at hand drawing boxes and just using kind of alternative ways to be creative in your planner. She's the one who really inspired me, just watching her videos, to start doing more things like this in your planner. And so I just want to take time to acknowledge that and recognize her channel. You know, I'm nowhere near as talented as she is in any part of planning, but she does have a true creative talent, in my opinion. And so I appreciate watching her. And like I said, she's very inspiring. So I'm just going to come in and put in just a few of these icons kind of throughout in some of these places here where I have some gaps down at the bottom, the end of the day. The pinks don't really match that well, so I'm probably going to try and stay away from the pinks and use some of the alternative colors. And this is the Calmness Seasonal Elements. I may have said before that I personally do not enjoy, that looks weird having that dog there. I'm gonna put the dog here. I personally do not enjoy just having a straight elements book, if I'm being honest with you, because I struggle sometimes to figure out the best way to use them. So I like to have a more complete book, but I do like this book. And so, and they have some really cute elements in here, so I might as well use them. Let's see. I think I really like this teacup over here by Focus. And this gray kind of goes with the, this green kind of goes with the gray a little bit. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. One of the reasons I chose to use this Elements book, I feel like that teacup is lonely though, is that I bought it. I really like it, but I need to make sure I use it somewhere in the season, right? I have to do, I have to do that. So, this is a good place. Using it in a weekly, like I said, are the spring elements my favorite? Probably not. I'll put this right here. Probably not, if I'm being 100% honest. Some of the other elements in here, are like really pretty. The spring ones are pretty too, just not quite my favorite. But this gives me an opportunity to use them. So I am going to do, let's see, I'm going to do these shoes, because one thing I'm focused on in the spring is rebuilding my wardrobe. So I'm going to put that there. And I think that might be about it for my elements. And I feel good that I've used some of those stickers. Really good. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, is find some quotes. Because I did say I was going to put some quotes somewhere. I think there's space for a quote here. Probably a quote somewhere in here. And I'm going to pull out from this from this spring quote book, if I can find any. Okay, here we go. I like the spring has sprung. I've used this quote, not this particular one from this book, but I've used this specific quote so many times already in my planning. Right there, I'm going to put it right here. And we're going to find a nice big quote to go there. I like this one. There is one good thing about this world. There are always sure to be more springs. Okay. It's cute. Most importantly, it fits the space. Okay, I like that. I think a quote here or something else there. Oh, I know where I'm going to put my bow. That big bow that I like. I'm going to probably try to squeeze that in on Sunday, because I do want to use that. Okay, so let's see if there's something a little bit small here. No, nothing over here. Okay, so we're gonna call that over with. Oh, I can't use the bow on this side because I wanted to use this bow, but it's really kind of facing the wrong side. You know what? I wonder if I can use it on Thursday. Okay, let me grab that sticker. It's so pretty. So if I put it right here, I think that would just be so gorgeous. Honestly, I really do. But it doesn't fit right here. So let me lift this up. Okay, I'll probably use that somewhere. And we are going to take this bow and sit it right here in the corner. I don't want to have to cut it or punch it. So I'm going to try to, okay, I'm going to have to punch it just a little bit, but not a lot, not a ton. So I can still come in here. Yeah, I don't like that. So I will put this one right here. Who says you can't put a label at the bottom of the box? Not me. So I really do like this. I only have 2 bows in here. I almost feel like I need more bows. Let me take this perfume and sit it here. I think this would be super cute. Let's see. Let's see if I can find some type of quote that goes there. One of these small box quotes. I think I saw one. Like something like this, you are capable. Oh, I've already used it, that's why. Okay, I'm just going to do always fabulous. Right here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make it go off the page just a little bit since it has that end on it. Okay. Wow, still crooked. Wow. Okay. There we go. Let's trim it. Okay, I'm really not liking that coffee cup. Coffee cup, you might have to go. We'll see. I do like putting one of my scraps here from the florals. This daisy, I guess it is. I don't know what it is, but I don't like putting that there. Maybe somewhere, I think maybe by the dog. Okay. And then I think that's about it for now, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to come in and do another scrap, I feel like. This one feels a little bit off. So let me put the smaller one right here. Yeah, I like that one. The smaller one there. And then this larger one, I think I can put on the side to help cover up this really bad discoloration from my fingernails. Cut this. Okay, I like that. So let me go ahead and grab my stencil.
Hey guys, my audio cut out, so I thought I would just do a voiceover before getting this ready for upload to wrap up. Yeah, I just kind of picked up my stencil and I'm going in and I'm putting lines throughout the boxes for this planner. So I always like to use checklists or some type of list for every day. So I just make sure that I have that space at the top. And that's really important to me in my planner. I've spoken about that before. So that's about it. I'm just going to wrap up and see if I can find any additional decorations to fill in any more open spaces. Not too much, but just a little bit to round it out. I really do like this bow layout. So thanks for watching. And I hope you guys have a great time planning for this month.